Good morning, world. I'm back again. Give me 1 second. Some people call this man poet, some people call this man prophet. My presentation name is not for sale. Because God gave this man, you can't put a price on it. Take all them names, throw them away. They don't mean anything. The only name I want you to remember on my platform is the characteristics of Jesus, the knowledge of the universe and God, and them are the names that I want you to remember when I leave now. Last night, right, I was, scrolling through, the internet, and I heard this guy. And this guy, I'm not going to mention his name. He's got 10,950 million trillion views. And he was talking about he don't believe in karma. He said, because if karma is real, where does grace and mercy come in at? Now, he just spoke to you in black and white. I'm going to show you what I'm designed to do. I told you I'm not designed to tear down people, but a lie, I will rip one clean to pieces. Jesus taught karma. He up here talking about Jesus the devil. I don't know what he's talking about because obviously he hasn't read the book. What it's talking about grace and mercy. Let me show you where grace and mercy is. All the great and mercy lies at the cross. And what people don't want to tell you is that not only is there a hell afterlife, there's a hell on earth. And you're going to pay for what you're doing while you're here. Now, when the scripture tells you, what a man soweth, so shall he reap it. What is it telling you? It's telling you that whatever energy that you put into life, I don't care how you think you're camouflaging it. The universe, God's truth is built in the universe. So whatever you're doing out there and you're sending out to people or whatever, it's going to come back to you. But let me show you where the grace and the mercy lies at. And I'm going to tell it to you because a lot of people want to read it in black and white. I'm going to give it to you in metaphoric terms, symbolism. When Adam did what he did in the garden, okay? Basically what it's telling you is this. God and Adam had a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? And so when God brought him in that helpmate, you understand what I'm saying? And God had already cultivated a relationship with the person. See, I got that going on with me all the time with people. You understand? And what happened is that Eve allowed the devil to come and speak in her ear gate. And when he spoke into her ear gate, she went to Adam and used her beauty and all that, right, to get him to drop his defenses. And when he dropped his defenses, what he did is he severed his relationship with God, which condemned every human being. Because once you do that, what he's doing now, he's going out and he's picking on his own without seeking God for God's advice. You understand what I'm saying? And so he's out and he's seeking his own, you understand what I'm saying? And see, every time he makes a choice, what he doesn't understand is that choice is going to lead him to a life of death. You understand what I'm saying? Without seeking God's advice. Now, all the truth lies at the cross. And so where God's grace and mercy lies is this, that, and if you go into Romans, it talks about how people in the last days, how they don't have no love for their brother. They're doing all types of stuff that they oh, this is who I am. Oh, that's not who you are. That's who you perceive yourself to be, but in reality, what are you really? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that to send it out, and those you know need to catch it. But the only thing is that when you come out every day, let me show you that grace and mercy lies. God has afforded you another day in hopes that you come to the knowledge of the truth, because you really don't have to be here. So the grace and mercy lies when you open up your eyes every morning. But if you think you can just come out here and do anything that you want to do and you're not going to be held accountable for it, you're delusional. You understand what I'm saying? And like I told you, because the specific person has a lot of followers, you know, all these likes. And that's why I tell you, Jesus said in the last days, would there be any faith on the earth when the Son of Man comes? Faith in what? Faith in what God told them to do. It gives you connotations that the faith will be very small. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why you got to watch who teaches you. And if you look on my platform, I think I got about 94 followers. And I had a guy trying to convince me the other day on how to get a whole bunch of followers. I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of followers, okay? I'm not, the only people that are going to receive what I have are people that are seeking solid truth. You understand? You don't look on the bottom of my platform and see me asking for any finances. And you know, some of the greatest life, they used to tell me, some of the greatest gifts in life are free. That's a lie too. Okay, ain't nothing in life for free. Okay, and let me give you an example. Watch this. They say air is free, right? Watch this. How'd I get that air? I had to breathe in and make an investment to get it. Ain't nothing in life free. Okay, these are delusions that people have been taught, and they believe them, and they're not real. So, like I told you, I come down to tear down all lies. And like I told you, that's where your grace and mercy, when you wake up in the morning. You understand? But Jesus, and in that teaching, where he says, what a man soweth, so shall he reap it. You understand what I'm saying? It shows you right there that, you know, he taught karma. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell people, you know, when you go through people's lives and people are trying to separate people and religions, it says, seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. A lot of people don't understand that truth was scattered. That's why when I fellowshiped with the Jehovah's Witness, I looked in there, what they was doing, and I noticed that them people was always out witnessing. I took that and left the rest. You know what most people do? They'll go in, take that, and go in and start picking through people's garbage and wondering why your life is all messed up and your life is not flowing. Okay? Muslims, I went to them and I fellowship with them now. You know? They taught me consistency. And when I seen them people pray 5 times a day, you understand what I'm saying? I told this story before on my other platform, I'll tell it again. That when I was locked up in prison, there was a Muslim guy. He used to pray and waking me up, shaking my bed all night long. You know, it was making me mad. And I decided to get out of my fleeing thoughts because I was thinking about everything. And one day God spoke to my heart and said, every time you see that man pray, go and internalize the scripture. See, I didn't have to do what the man was doing, but there was a truth about God and the thing what he was doing. He was being consistent. Says God is consistent. I took that and left the rest. And then when you do that, you'll become your own. You will become your own. People are scared of the word spirituality, but Jesus, he is the most spiritual human being on the planet. I don't know why they say spirituality ain't got nothing to do. You know, and what he did, he came and tried to give back man. God's character, what God gave him in the first, and he went and took it and sold it off. You understand what I'm saying? And put Eve's word in front of his. See what I'm saying? In front of God's. So say, like I told you, I'm not putting anything in front of God. Okay. So if you think that you, like I keep telling people, you got a big bottle in your hand, or you can have a crack pipe in your hand, and there's things out here. You understand? It might be a long process that can help you come out of them things. God has already placed it there. But because you want to be your own boss and you don't want to come out of them things, like I told you, there's a hell on earth. And when the pain of whatever you do becomes greater than the pleasure, you'll quit. So I hope that message inspired y'all this morning, you know. And like I told you, we got a good day today. It's a good day to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have a quarter in my pocket. But one thing I do, I know I've not portrayed myself for anyone or anything, and I'm not going to do it. So if nobody told y'all they love you today, I do. So let these things be written in heaven, so let them be done.